इसमें बताइए कंपैरिजन था। अच्छा, कंपैरिजन ये नॉन ठीक है, तो देंगे हम लोग
annual as a whole. Second is audit report. Third is annual budget.
बजट
हाँ
ऑडिटेड फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट जी हाँ ऑडिटेड है बजट हो और बजट फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट बजट हम लोग ठीक है तो उसके बाद हाँ
हाँ ठीक है, अपना स्लाइड आने उधर चार पहली स्लाइड पे ले लीजिए।
शुरुआत उसके बाद
एक एजेंडा 7th GM हुई है
तो हम इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Hello. 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 Okay, I hope I'm on. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 10th AGM of our. Not. Hello. Is, this. Okay. Yeah, now I can hear. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to 7th AGM of Rosedale Garden Apartment Owners Association. And sorry for the initial glitch that we had in terms of connection. There was some network connectivity issue, and hence we got it. But I hope you will have made yourself comfortable. We will start. We have a very precise agenda. We will look at the annual report. Then we will also look at the comparison of our budget as compared to the previous year. Then that will be followed by your approval. I mean, we will be seeking approval of appointment of the auditors. And what is the fourth one? And approval of budget. That is the final one. So without much ado, I would request Manojji, our president of the association, to address all of you, and then we will start with the agenda. Manojji.
Good morning, namaskar to all the Rosedalers, and I thank you on behalf of the new Board of Managers for making it convenient to attend this 7th AGM of our August Association. So before starting, I will invite Mr. Ranjan Basu Abbas, President, to the dais, And I also invite Shubrata Kundu, the Vice President, to come on the dais. So, thank you Ranjanda and Shubrata Kundu. As you all are aware that in the latest election has held, and as per the election, new board managers of 48 numbers have taken up. And I thank you all the residents, and I take privilege to assume charge of this association as president. I have with me Mr. Anant Talok as president, our vice president, and Mr. Ramesh Bansal as treasurer, and Mr. Basudev Saharai is secretary, and Mr. Subrata Kundu is vice president. So we have two vice presidents, and their joint treasurer also, Mr. Joydeep Bhaduri, he will join a bit later. And we have joint secretary, Mr. Tapan Karamkar and Mr. Ashish Roy. And we have also formed committees to take various work of this association day to day, as well as the capital projects of this association. And I personally thank you all, and now I think without wasting much time of all, we should start the agenda one by one. So before the taking of the agenda, I want to highlight few things that it's a journey of last 6 years. We could maintain the same cam rate of 2.98 per square feet, and we started with zero balance. But it's an honor to Mr. Ranjan Vasu that we could build up a corpus of around 3 crore rupees without any assistance. So this is a big achievement, and I believe that there was no curtailment of any facility. Even we could try to improve the general living of all the residents. So this is one, and we have also taken up few capital projects like repair and painting of all the buildings, and we invested heavily on swimming pool, club. You can see, thanks to Mr. Dinesh Shastri, he took initiative so that now acoustic is in place, and I think it is audible now. And apart from that, I also thank Mr. Pankaj Bose who took initiative to make this campus take all cameras for safety purpose, camera, boom barrier at the gate, both the gates, we have now boom barrier. And also, management also he has helped us a lot by creating online and Microsoft 365 we are following up. So we have all information, and if any resident or owner is interested in seeing those, he can see that. I also emphasize that we have a transparent accounting system. Any owner who wants to see, he can make an appointment with the accountant and FM, and they can see anything which they want to. So this is all. We took 35 rupees for the capital per square feet for capital during last 3 years, and we could achieve all the things. And one thing also I want to mention, that this lobby repair was not included, and we actually saw that we have some savings, so we took up our 2 lobby repair. But at the same time, few other things also came up, like in the earlier budget, painting of the windows was not included, so we had to spend heavily on the painting of windows so that they look uniform. And also the sewage pits, they were in very bad condition. Every day there were problems, so we had to construct around 20 new pits, sewage pits, so that the problem is not there. That is also an additional item which was not in the initial budget. So all taken together, we now have some shortage in the earlier budget, and I will discuss when we comes in detail, just what we have done and what we intend to do. And next, so first agenda we take up. First agenda is consideration of the annual report of BOM, which for that I again thank you the previous BOM members. A few of them, or almost 60% of them, are still continuing in the present BOM, and some new members have joined. They are also contributing in a very supportive manner. So I thank you all, and this annual report is before you for consideration. Any question we can take on this. It has been circulated on the email to each owner, as well as it is also available on the Telegram and MyGate. If anything you come across, you can send a mail directly to the President, Secretary, Vice President, anybody of the BOM, so that it can be addressed. And we have made the present BOM's objective and intention is very clear, that this BOM is for the residents. Any problem of the residents will be a priority, but at the same time I would also request that we should look for well-being of our neighbor, because we should not create any problem for the neighbors. Apart from that, any problem will be solved on priority, will be resolved on priority. Entire facility team as well as the BOM members will be available for fast and early resolution of any problem. So now I present before you the financial summary. So I think everybody can see this, and I briefly, I am explaining that the expenditure first is electricity cost to the common areas. Common area, all lift maintenance, all lobby lighting, club lighting, and pavement lighting, road lighting. So this covers. So we actually anticipated an expenditure of 66.96 lakhs, and against that the actual expenditure were around 67.880 lakhs. Then comes to administrative expenses. Administrative expenses 33.54 we anticipated, but the actual expenditure 39.05 lakhs. And the breakups are, there is an increase in the legal and professional services expenses of around 7 lakhs. Then repair and maintenance, we actually anticipated 42 lakhs over the last year, 24-25, but we could save here 31.70 lakhs for the total expenditure. Then comes depreciation, which is around 13.1 lakh. This is a non-cash expenditure. Next is statutory expenses. Statutory expenses, basically GST, which we have to pay on the flats having 7,500 500 above CAM. So their maximum is for that 84 lakhs we anticipated, but 86.47 was the actual expenditure, and that covers basically the GST payments and income tax also on interest income and rental income which we get from Airtel and the other one Vodafone. So that is on that we have to pay income tax expenditure. And you can see consumable and depreciation, DG we anticipated 1.15, but 65,000 was spent. WTP RO plant consumables, so also there are some saving, 1.95, 1.73. Housekeeping in machinery rental 3.50. against that 2.41, and miscellaneous expenditure 2.50, we anticipated 1 point, and actual was 1.83. Swimming pool consumables, we anticipated 4 lakhs. Against that, we incurred an expenditure of 4.40 lakhs. So, in totality, in consumable and depreciation, we have some saving. And statutory expenses a bit increase. So, this is the comparison study of the budget, the actual budgeted versus actual for the year 24-25. So, any question on this we can take, or as I said, if you make a deep study, you can please send across your query, it will be answered. Yes. AMC expenditure also, yeah, I'll come to that. AMC expenditure is property maintenance. We have around 22 AMCs, property maintenance and facilities staff salary, that is basically OCS. So there also we made some saving 49 against around 49.82, 44.92. Then this is mechanical and electrical team, there also almost same 2786, and against that 28.70. Security, here we saved some cost, 132.54 was the estimation, but we could manage 1.26 lakhs. There is a saving thanks to again Pankaj Bose. On the main gate we have reduced some staff because of bomb barriers. Then housekeeping manpower is almost same, not much increase. Pest control also we actually we have increased the snake repellent chemical, so that, but still it is almost same. Then in DG AMC, CCTV AMC we have to pay, RO, WTP AMC, you can see almost same expenditure are there, STP AMC. Then firefighting, Conceptronics is, we pay AMC to them for firefighting equipments. This is the same fire detection in alarm system. Also landscape AMC 22.6, against that we had some saving. Elevator of tower, the lift maintenance basically there, or same expenditure. Gas bank, there is some saving. Air conditioner AMC is also almost same. My gate AMC is same. Swimming pool, we have some saving thanks to Mr. Ashish Rai. The swimming pool is, I think you will all agree, is well maintained and people are utilizing. So I think you should give a commendable performance by Ashish Rai. We should appreciate. Token of appreciation for Mr. Ashish Rai. Then we have electric meter. Electric meter means our secure meter, which is at everybody's home. There also we have to pay AMC for maintaining this. So there also we could save a lot of amount. It's then salary of accountant and cashier also, it's almost same. Gym maintenance is also, there is some saving. Computers, annual maintenance, because we have computers in accounts, facility team. Then ANPR camera service, there is an additional expenditure of around 1,35,000. Sir, can we move to the other income which we are deriving? Yes. नहीं, इसके ऊपर है और थोड़ा, हाँ, yes, that is, say up. So total expenditure is around 6.05 lakhs crore, sorry, and we have some other income also. Club charges, we charge 530 rupees per flat or on 594 flats. Some of the flats in senior citizen are not having club facilities, so we get from 594 flats out of 614 plus one commercial area, 615. And then miscellaneous collection, lift charges, short time space booking. This is basically for any purpose. If any owner is hiring lift to take any heavy material. For that we charges, and we anticipated 10 lakhs, but against that the income was 15 lakhs. So a lot of people are moving in there and they are going for renovation of their flats. So this income has arisen. Water charges to staff flats having swimming pool, their income has reduced. I don't know why. We will look into this. Then rent we are deriving from Vodafone and Airtel, that is almost same. And CAM of Plaza, that we are billing but we are not getting it. So when while we consider the CAM rate, we account for it that it is not coming. So, and there are some litigation also on this, that when we discuss litigation, we'll see to that. Then we have fixed deposits of our funds. So we anticipated 16.25 lakhs, but actual realization was 16.99 lakhs. We have 1.65, Rameshji, if you correct me, the fixed deposit, and around 70, and 80 lakhs we have deposit with electricity department, and we are getting 6% interest on that. So this is, then late fine also 6 lakhs versus 6.44 actual realization. Late fine is from the residents, and I appeal to the residents to pay in time, so that this income we really want to reduce. We are not interested in this kind of income, so I appeal all to pay in time, so that no interest cost is incurred. Next. Yeah, we can go to the audit report.
Hello. So this primarily covers 2 points on the agenda: consideration of the annual report and consideration of the audited report. So audited report is part of this
Annual report.
I'll just flip over to this. So this is the certification by our auditor. So this is where we seek approval from the
Rohit Podar and Associates. They have submitted the audit report for the year 24-25, and I personally thank the finance committee to get the audit completed within this short period of time, because this was signed on 31st May, and the accounts team also, they worked day and night to get this completed. There were whatever notes of the auditors were cleared, and now this is the report. So basically on the इसमें सर notes है, उस पे चले जाइए
इसी में
इसके बाद. So this is basically the balance sheet of this association at the moment. Looking, we have a corpus fund of 1.50 lakhs, and then we have some other funds which consist of contingency, which we were earlier raising from the residents only, 2.79, and this also includes, we realized, previous CAM on account of RDPL, the builder, that is around 85 to 90 lakhs. So 4.30 crores we have at the moment, and against that we have AMC's trade payable is basically AMC and the cost which is payable as on 31st March. So we have to account for on accrual basis. This has been done. Against that we have fixed assets, small fixed assets, 18.22. This is basically camera, boom barrier, etc. Then we have trade receivable is basically CAM for the month of March, and some other will go to that. And basically CAM receivable for the March and amount receivable from Rosedale Plaza, that I think is around 1.8 crore. Then we have cash 82.22 as on 31st March. It is, this amount is on the bank is, this association is maintaining bank accounts with primarily with State Bank of India and Union Bank of India, and we have account with ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank. So in those 4 bank accounts, we have 82.27 lakhs, and then there are some other current assets. If you want, you can see those in the schedule, which has been, schedule number has been given here. Schedule number 7, 8, like for each and every item, the schedule is given. So scroll kariye. Scroll. इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर लेंगे. इसमें there are some notes. So these are the notes which has been mentioned by the auditor. So first, accounting policies, how this accounting is done. So yes, basically this is on accrual basis. Income accruing up to 31st March is taken into account, and the expenditure also on accrual basis he has taken. This is a note. Then notes on accounts, he has mentioned that this association was registered on 28 February under the number 001 of 2019 with West Bengal Apartment Ownership Act 1972, and we are following all the guidelines and the bylaws of West Bengal Apartment Ownership Act. Then the next point, no, yes. So they are mentioning that this complex is developed by Rosedale Developers Private Limited, who has collected corpus fund from all the owners. And the said developer was maintaining this residential complex till 30th June 2019. Thereafter, the maintenance of the residential complex is looked after by the association. Reserves, the corpus fund is yet to be transferred to the association by the developer. An amount of around 75.118 lakhs has been received from the owners on account of developer Rosedale Private Limited. The amount has been shown under the head other fund, as I was mentioning in the balance sheet. The balance sheet and the RGAOA, the association has filed an application under section 7 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, being number also were mentioned before Honorable NCLT Kolkata bench. The same was admitted, and CIRP of RDPL is in progress. And we'll talk about in detail about the NCLT proceeding when we will come to legal section of this annual report. Then he also mentioned that the association collects maintenance charges on monthly basis at the rate of 2.98 for the period 24-25 till the balance sheet date. These rates were approved by general body meeting held on 26th March 2024. So this is also a note. And then an amount of 45.65 lakhs has been credited from the flat owners during such and such against security deposit for repair and maintenance. Yeah. So in this year 24-25, 45.65 lakhs was collected from the residents for repair, 35 rupees. Actually, it was staggered over 3 years. So this was the last year where 45.65 lakhs was collected, and 45.65 entire money has been spent. And then 1.72.24 common area maintenance charges and electricity charges has not been paid by Rosedale Plaza on the date of this balance sheet. This is also their note. The association has preferred a rate in the Calcutta High Court, that also he mentions. So this is also an information. And then annual collected CAM from resident on account of CAM and other charges amounting to rupees 4.42 have not been reconciled. He is mentioning an amount of around 4.45 lakh is still appearing in the suspense account because some residents directly paid. It is not reconciled as on the date of 31st March. So I think the auditor much significant notes are there, which these are all informative notes. So I don't think that anything we have to discuss on this, except if any owner or anybody wants to have any question, we can take this. Hanji. That we will cover when legal. At this moment, we are considering the balance sheet. So this is the notes on accounts, and apart from that, they are. This is the balance sheet along with read with the annexures and schedules. So I request all of you to go through this balance sheet very carefully and deeply. Any questions now or later can be addressed. So we have to take a resolution, Anant.
Yeah. So the three easy ones, I would say. One is the annual report which he illustrated. So we need to consider. So we need an approval from all of you. If in principle you give the approval to go ahead with this. And we have also shown the signed or the audited report. Along with this, we will also consider the fourth point, which is reappointment of the auditor. So these three are the easy ones, and then we go to the third point of the agenda, which is what will be our budget for the next year. So first let us take the approval of the first, second and fourth point on the agenda. The first two are consideration of this annual report. So do we all approve this annual report of the last year, which has been audited and presented to all of you? So if all of you provide your approval, we can go ahead. So yeah, by show of hands, yeah. So shall we take a count, or if so? Let's take it other way around. If there are any naysayers, any no or objection to the approval of these 2 points. If not, we consider this annual report and the audited report approved. So the other one, which is a reappointment of our auditor Rohit Poddar and Associates, Chartered Accountants and Statutory Auditor for the next year. So we propose.
No, they have already sent their consent for being auditor. Being auditor for this, for the year 25-26 at a fee of 30,000 rupees.
So reappointment of the auditor at an annual fee of 30,000. Should we consider this approved from your side? Again, show of hands from all of you would help. All right, thank you. So the 3 points on the agenda we have covered. Shall we go to the CAM part now? The third point on the agenda, which is basically the budget for 25-26, and then the proposed common area maintenance that we would consider.
ले लीजिए, पहले थोड़ा सा पढ़ देते और थोड़ा नीचे ले स्क्रॉल करिए ऊपर।
ये वाला पहले टेबल दिखाना है,
टेबल से पहले ऊपर चले। अच्छा, नंबर स्ट्रेट अवे नंबर में चले जाए,
नंबर दिखाइए।
ओके। So I also invite Mr. Satyajit Datta, Finance Committee member, to come on the stage and, Ashun Datta. Mr. Satyajit Datta is a very active member of Finance Committee, and Finance Committee members Mr. Satyajit Datta, Mr. Ramesh Bansal,
and together with our new board member Kanwarpreet Jassal, Sham Sundarji Agarwal, they all, worked meticulously to, prepare this budget for 25-26. So again, they have estimated an income of around 1.03 crore from club charges, miscellaneous collection, lift uses, water charges, rent, cam of plaza. Actually, we have to, when we finally calculate our cam, because this is a, dispute going on this. So we really cannot consider, but they have taken into as a legal requirement. Then interest on fixed deposits, also I think last year we had 16 lakhs, now this should go up. Late fine also again, as I stated, 6 lakh rupees, which I personally want to reduce. Against that, all costs have increased. And I also want to mention that Rosedale Association is a statutory compliant society. We pay all PF, ESI, medical of all the staff members. We pay GST in time. We pay income tax also, whatever. So I claim that this society is a statutory compliant society without any deviation on legal statutory compliances. So AMC cost also have increased a bit. Salary also have gone up. Salary of manpower, property maintenance staff, housekeeping manpower. So total expenditure on AMC will be 3.92 crores. Then electricity cost to common areas, last time it was around 69 lakhs, so we have estimated 70 lakhs. Then administrative expenditure 33.30 lakhs, repair and maintenance. Last year we had 32 lakhs actual expenditure. Against that we had 47 because we have some expenditure for, DG set alternate repairing. That will amount for around 15 lakhs. So we had to, consider this increase. So 47 lakhs, consumable depreciation almost same. So statutory expenses, GST will be net, that we estimate around 91 lakhs. Total expenditure 6.46. So this is a challenge. We were trying to, keep the CAM at the same rate, but, I am constrained to say that we have to consider some increase of small 13 paisa in the CAM rate. So we have now proposing 3.11 instead of 2.98 as the CAM for year 25-26. Small increase, but there is a caveat also. The additional 89 flats will come under the purview of GST because their CAM will increase from 7,500. So they will come under the purview. So they will face an increase of 5% because of the GST increase. And GST, whatever input we are getting, that input is being returned to the owners who are paying GST. Who are under the GST, we are refunding that. In the next CAM bill, there is an adjustment. Kidada? Yes, sir. So this is 3.11 is also challenge because we are considering CAM from Plaza, but that is not coming. So 3.11 is the yes. Also, as Ranjanda rightly said, 3.11 CAM is a magic number which keeps 3-bedroom without terrace flats without GST. But if it is with terrace, then it will come under the purview of, because 89, as I said, 89 flats who are having terraces with their flats will come under the purview of GST. So we finally propose a cam rate of 3.11 for this 25-26. So now it's, I open debate for this one by one. Yeah, please. 89 flats, 3-bedroom flats with terrace.
Plus, there are something in the senior citizen also, in the executive part.
Basically. Yeah, yes, Himesh ji, बोलिए.
Mic. एक mic दे लीजिए. You can keep this.
सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत बधाई मनोज जी आपके लिए, प्रेसिडेंट
Thank you.
एसोसिएशन और रोजडेल के, और रियली वी ऑल आर एक्सपेक्टिंग अ लॉट ऑफ एक्साइटमेंट एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पॉजिटिवनेस एज वेल एज डेवलपमेंट ऑल्सो, बिकॉज एज आवर सोसाइटी इज ग्रोइंग ओल्ड. हम लोग लगभग 2012 या 13 से आना शुरू हुए थे यहाँ, तो आज 2025 चल रहा है, मोर देन अ डेकेड ओल्ड, and we will enter into nearly 15 years once this association completes its tenure. So a lot of issues with respect to maintenance and everything will come, and definitely the costs will also increase, I understand that, but looking into the entire scenario of the country and everything, my earnest request is to come up with cost optimization measures to the best. We all can contribute to it. We all can help it. We take it our responsibility to help and support you in this regard. We appreciate your 3.11 working also. But at the same time, if it can be brought below 2.98 also, we should try for that. There is, because in each and every organization, last some years we are seeing a number of cost cutting measures which are being taken. So it is for all of us, all 614 flats, and whatever actions are required, our full support lies with all the 48 members here who are present here. So my request is to understand that the taxation part and all these things, and the 7,500 your maintenance and all these things will in time to come increase. Nothing is going to decrease. So we have to softly make something which can bring the cost down on non-essentials, and maybe some things which can be avoided and can be postponed to a later stage, which are not emergent and which are not a need of emergency also. Thank you very much.
No, this is revenue, ma'am. Total expenditure is, if we don't realize 3.11, then we'll have shortage. This is just matching. This is just matching the expenditure. As very well said by Himesh, thank you to Himesh, that, we should strive hard to realize some extra income, not from the residents, from, say, either sponsorship, or we can have some advertisement kind of thing. So definitely we'll try that, and if that happens, then definitely, but as a budget we cannot consider that, because that is not certain. Budget has to be based on certain things. So Himesh ji has suggested whether, I don't know whether cost cutting, because AMCs are, in place, staff also we cannot curtail. Only staff we could save by installing boom barrier and cameras. So some saving in the staff, security staff, but we'll definitely try. Even we were trying hard to maintain the same cam rate, but that will ultimately could not happen because of the cost increases at everywhere. Yes, we have already increased. Yes. Salary increase already considered. Salary increase, then I tell you, security staff and the housekeeping staff, there is a system of January and July. The West Bengal government, they minimum wages they declare, so we are following that automatically. And the other staff, every March, 6% increase we have considered, and we have implemented also already in the month of April. So it takes into account all the increases. And one more thing, I want to thank you all the owners, residents, that almost they are paying CAM. The very few flats which are under closed condition, they are only not paying CAM. Otherwise, everybody is paying. So this is a very, very good development, very well appreciable thing.
Manoj, two things I would like to add. One is the payment bill cycle. जैसे 1 तारीख को अगर आप बिल रेज कर देते हैं ना, ये सजेशन है, यू टेक इट योर वे. अगर आप 1 तारीख को कर देते तो क्या होता है कि सारी चीज़ें हमारे पास 1 तारीख को आती हैं. जैसे ये है वो है, कई सारी इंस्टॉलमेंट्स है, कोई EMI पे कर रहा है. एंड देन सपोज यू आर आस्किंग अस द पेमेंट ऑन द सेम डे, मे बी 25, 26 ऑफ द सेम मंथ और मे बी 15th ऑफ दैट सेम मंथ. सो देन इट मेक्स अस रिमेंबर कि भाई हमको पे करना है. समटाइम्स वी फॉरगेट. सो अगर 1 तारीख को आ रहा है, वी विल पे इट विद इन नेक्स्ट 2 to 3 days. इट विल हेल्प यू ऑल्सो एंड इट विल हेल्प अस टू मेंटेन द अकाउंट एंड टू रिकलेक्ट. अगर बीच में आता है, मान लीजिए 15 तारीख को आता है बिल ना, तो कई बार मिस हो जाता है. साल में एक बार ठीक है, आपका अगर अप्रैल में आता है, मान लीजिए उसमें एक टाइम है, आई एग्री विद यू, बट अदरवाइज द रिमेनिंग 11 months if it can be billed on first. One thing. The other thing is that if you can give some sort of a feedback on, you are accepting some feedback on how to go for cost cutting, then all of us can contribute to it. I think it would help. Thank you.
Definitely, these are good suggestions.
Thank you, Manojji. Couple of questions not clear to me. The 3.11 that you worked out is taking into account the CAM from Plaza or not?
No, we have taken into account, but we have also considered that this is not being paid. So for this, there will be no shortage. That cushioning we have.
Okay. So basically you're assuming that it will never come.
No, not never. We are trying. Let us see where the matter is sub judice, so I should not comment on what will happen.
Second is, now there is an increase this year that you're planning, 13 paise. Do you think that going forward, we could see similar increases in the future years? I mean, I know it's difficult to comment on that, but is it a trend that we are going to be seeing?
I think input cost will increase. There is no doubt about that. But at the same time, I said that we'll try to cover with the increased income, not, burdening the residents.
Okay, and how does it compare with, other societies, like the other leading societies, in terms of the amount that you're charging? Such as, for example, Urbana or South City or similar places?
So anybody who has, I don't have the ready information, so I must confess.
What I wanted to say, see, this scam rate is very specific. It depends from society to society. There are many small societies where the security will work 12 hours. We don't do that. They don't pay all the PF, ESI, and they keep the cost low. If you see, in our case, about a rupee per camp, this 3 rupees goes to security housekeeping. And there we don't cut. Anytime the government increases the rate, from the same month, the same increase is applied. So, I mean, that type of thing. And there can be other societies who have earned. And if I'm not wrong, some of them, I don't have the number, but some of them were as high as 4 rupees, close to 4 rupees in Calcutta. I'm not comparing other cities because other cities will have a different cost structure. Comparing Bombay with Calcutta may not be right. Okay.
Any other question from anyone?
So I know that you are going to cover this NCLT part later, right? And there could be some corpus which might be coming our way. So if it comes our way, do we think that from that particular corpus we would be able to generate income which is going to compensate?
Yes, corpus will have to be, kept as it is. Only the interest part of that will reduce the cost.
But do we see that kind of, any anticipation towards that?
Yes, of course, I'll cover that.
Any other question from anyone?
One thing is about this LPG, like अपने गैस बैंक भी है, सिलेंडर भी है, और नया वेंडर भी है. So number of societies which are coming up in our new town or action area 1, 2, 3 and in south and everywhere. So we would request you to come up with something like which is the most fruitful one and that is adhered to. Because gas bank, हम लोग 3 models पे चल रहे हैं.
Thank you, Ramesh ji. As far as I understand, PNG by Bengal Gas is the ultimate solution. Yeah, some people have some, problem with that also because they are, so we are trying to sort out those. Mr. Shantiram Mandal, he is here, he will be organizing a workshop with all the owners to sort out the problems faced. So I think, but PNG is, cheaper, PNG is stable, PNG is hassle-free. So I request all to go for PNG. I think Ranjana has worked on this issue, so he will be better.
I will add this one. See, when we tried to switch over to PNG. PNG is more safe because PNG is basically methane gas, which is lighter than air. So in case of a leakage, that methane will escape, go to top. Whereas LPG is heavier, it's basically a propane gas which is heavier than air, and in case of a leakage it will float on the floor. So any small spark, anything in the floor, the whole thing will explode. So by nature we should, or from safety point of view, we should switch over to PNG. And that was our expectation, but when the implementation came, we found there are people who are reluctant to switch over. One reason is there is already LPG. If there is a tenant, the owner has to pay a deposit of 5,000 rupees. And owner says, why should I pay the deposit of 5,000? Though that 5,000 rupees is fully refundable. But still, owner says, aaj main kyun do? That PNG is cheaper, but the PNG low cost benefit will go to the tenant, not the owner. So the owner, but at the same time, 5,000 rupees extra deposit, day one, the owner has to pay. So that's why the tenant flats are not ready to switch over. See, this is the problem, and even some owner flats, they have some little reservation, some issues, and that is where we have requested Mr. Santiram Mondal. He is a senior, working in senior position in GAIL. He knows the rules and regulations because this is all strictly controlled by explosives rules and regulations, and we should be able to sort out the reservations that the owners have to switch over. The other important point is the LPG system is old. It's more than 15 years old. So earlier we switch over to PNG, the better. We are paying about how much? Some 35,000 rupees for LPG service charge. In a year, how much it is? It is more than 4 lakhs. We can straight away save that 4 lakh of rupees service charge if the LPG is stopped. So, in due course, we have to switch over, and how we can do it quickly, taking people with us, that will be our course of action. Okay, thank you.
do not leave an option. You have given them an option, either this or that. If you do not leave an option, that won't do.
Maybe we'll do. See, then we will be blamed as police organization. You know, are we like restriction?
Society, if we say LPG is what we are going to have, they have that everywhere in Gurgaon. They are not giving them LPG at all.
Maybe we'll do it. There will be a time, to be very frank, where the maintaining the LPG will be very costly. And that cost has to be borne by all of us. So maybe at some time, we will say no to LPG. Either you switch over to PNG or go to cylinder. I mean, we will still not force anybody to use PNG. We will say, आपको नहीं चाहिए तो आप cylinder ले लो. Individual capacity में आप cylinder use करो. Maybe, I mean, see, and at the same time, we will try to go for consensus as much as possible. Okay, thank you.
So coming to the favorable treatment, matlab on the pricing, we may not directly tell anything or commit anything, but definitely in terms of the connection, other things, advantages that we can work out. But I think I already talked the team who are doing the conversion. They are telling that out of 600, only 50 flats are converted as on date, so they want more numbers. So from 25th of June, they will also have it.
I think Mr. Mandal will be conducting a workshop on this, so where this detailing can be done and each and every aspect can be addressed. So we now present before you resolution 3.11 CAM for the year 25-26. So anybody against that may raise hand, otherwise we take this as approved. No, negative. You are against? Acha, one against.
So the point is, are we approving 3.11 as the new CAM rate? So anyone who is against it, please raise your hand, like Mr. Rakesh has raised his hand. Anyone else?
Two nays.
Are you a owner, sir? I think your son is a owner. If you are not owner, please don't raise your hand.
You
only
cannot vote.
co-owners. Co-owners, please do not, put in your
Not
opinion.
co-owner, no?
No, his son is owner. He is
Acha.
a family member.
No, as per the law, the owners can only vote. You can attend but so owners,
The rule is, sir, the rule is, look, sir, it is the owner and co-owner can attend. When we saw you, we were, sir, you show the sale deed. In the sale deed, if your name is not there, sorry, you cannot vote.
vote. You can, we have, considered.
Okay, that is the rule, sir.
That is the rule, we can't help, sir, but we record.
No, you can express.
You can express, but you cannot vote. Please express your views. No, please express your views. You are a resident, you can, but vote will not be taken. We will take one negative vote of Mr. Rakesh Kumar. Anything, sir, against this? Can you?
Any counter view?
Any counter view which made you to oppose this?
No, the only thing I think it is kind of going to impact the cash flow of at least 89 more flats, right? While I know that it is definitely kind of.
We can't hear it.
Yeah. No, I do agree that costs have escalated and definitely this 3.11 is going to take care of it. But I guess that from a cash flow standpoint, it is going to impact 89 more families. And I think something more better should be evaluated, okay, if we can kind of optimize on some front to bring it back, some kind of recovery of the corpus and all from whatever front it is being defaulted. So that is my view.
ठीक है, thank you so much. We appreciate your views. Sir,
Himesh, is it on 3.11? Okay. So is it yes or no? No. Himesh?
any no, हिमेश जी आपका कोटा पूरा हो गया, you are only.
अरे कोटा पूरा नहीं हुआ, ये 2.98 के नीचे लाएंगे हम लोग।
हाँ तो आप यहाँ पे यस नो बोल दीजिए कोई।
अरे सर मिल के लाएंगे ना, हम ये कह रहे हैं आप 3.11 करिए, मेरा हाथ ओके है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, मैं तो माइक पे बोल दिया, एक नंबर। दूसरा सर इसको उतारना कैसे, उसके लिए कुछ मॉडल ऑपरेंडी बनाइए जिसमें हम सब पार्टिसिपेट कर सकें।
जरूर बने,
ओनली रिक्वेस्ट
जरूर बनेंगे, we take,
उसको टाइम बाउंड कर लीजिए प्लीज,
we take
पर्सनल रिक्वेस्ट।
हाँ हाँ नहीं, we take this in stride, अगर ऐसा कुछ होगा तो next year again we can bring it down अगर if
मे बी सर फॉर एग्जांपल आज कैमरा एलिवेटर्स में इट्स a huge cost, I think, I don't know.
Sir, one by one we can discuss it later.
हाँ sure, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ।
हाँ, आपका जो आपने पहले ही बोल दिया कि cost cutting.
Open to discussion.
Yes, we are open to discussion. Any cost cutting measure, any increase in the revenue, always.
Time bound, sir.
जी जरूर आप suggestion दीजिए, जरूर लिया जाएगा।
I just wanted to make one point, since there is only one opposing view, and Rakesh ji appreciate that that point that it impacts 89 more families. I just want to make sure everybody knows that there are 198 families who are paying GST for last 6 years, right? So approximately 1/3 of our community is already within the ambits of GST. They are paying it, they are getting the refunds, obviously 1 quarter in arrear, and that's the practice which is very, very unique in Rosedale. If you are wondering how we are, what is the rate of the CAM, is it high, is it low, etc., it's always relative, but the practice that I have spoken to as many societies, not just in Calcutta, even outside of Calcutta, the CAM rates are different, but this practice, the rule is universal, that anybody's CAM who is 7,500 rupees or more per month comes under the ambit of GST. That rule is universal, it's a nationwide rule, but I am at least yet to see any society, any single society in Calcutta, outside of Calcutta, where the board of managers and the association take so much pain, because it creates a lot of accounting overhead and everything else, to actually compute, since not all of us pay, only 200 families or 198 families pay today, and they pay 18% more. We take significant amount of pain every month, every quarter, to ensure that the prorated refund, whatever GST input credit the association gets, the prorated amount gets passed back to those 198, right? So the 2 points I simply want to make is, yes, there are 89 flats that are in addition going to fall under the ambit, but know that you are not by yourself. There are 198 more who are doing this for last 6 years, and every single effort has been made, and I can tell you, I am one of the GST payers. I am part of that 198 that we are paying GST for last 6 years. On an average, what I have seen is we pay 18%. On an average, it's not equal, but at an aggregate basis, about 12% of that we get back as input credit. About 6% we end up paying extra, right? 4 to 5, it depends quarter to quarter, sometimes it's more or less, but anywhere between that 12 to 13% is what you get back, and the 4 to 5% that you end up paying extra, but that's the law of the land. Instead of paying 18% more, we are paying 4-5% more at an aggregate level. And I think we should be very thankful to the accounting team here who takes the pain. I have spoken to Uniworld, Arbana, you can check with all the other societies. Nobody does this. If you are within the ambit, you pay 18% and gone is your money. We are taking that pain of making that happen. So I would say, yes, we don't have a choice but to increase, but please do support wholeheartedly. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy, for explaining the very logic of GST payment. So, Anandji, I think this 3.11 CAM rate for the year 2025-6 is...
Shall we take an approval for this? I mean, I think we went for...
We have already taken
Yeah.
only two...
No.
Only one negative, yes. One negative, and you can ask Mr.
Okay, so...
Jagmohan sir and Mr. Rajiv sir, they have just joined, so
Okay.
if they have anything on that.
So they have already been part of, basically we are proposing a high enhanced cam raised from 2.98 to 3.11 going forward. That's the proposal and that is where we are seeking approval. 13%. Yeah. Yeah, the minimum wages, etc., all have gone up. So our AMC costs have gone up, and we just try to see that the minimum flats are impacted with this. That will be, Manoj, would we want to take that question? Would it include the development and the various innovation, not innovation?
No, this is only revenue.
This is only revenue, yeah.
Revenue, revenue expenditure versus revenue income.
The other developmental activities like the painting of, that will be considered separately. Lobby of, that will be considered separately. Yes.
Let's do a positive vote and just request only if there are owners and co-owners, only one person please raise your hand.
So we did that, Joy, and there was unanimous, more or less. Rakesh had a view, and we have registered that. Yeah.
ठीक है, all positive votes, please raise your hands. Only owners, but owners and co-owners.
Only owners and co-owners, not co-owners, owners.
Only owners.
Only owners. All right. Do we see any dropped hand? No. I think. Yes. All right. So we have all positives. No negative ones. No count numbers. We have not counted.
चलिए नंबर काउंट कर लीजिए, करना ठीक
No.
ठीक. So only one negative vote, na?
Anyone who is coming in, either owner or co-owner, so we have maintained a separate list.
ठीक.
That is part of development.
ठीक है, चलिए next.
All right. So I think we have covered all the four agendas of the meeting. Now, Manoj, anything else that we want to cover?
No, next is revenue capital project work. इसके बाद आना पड़ेगा सर. ऊपर नहीं है, नीचे सर.
Let me go to the. Which one?
Building repair and painting, 41. So, पुराना भी बता देते हैं, ब्रॉडली बता देते, ज़्यादा नहीं. बस यहाँ ले आए. हाँ, ये छोड़ दीजिए. So, under building and renovation, we have raised rupees 35 per square feet, totaling around 598 lakhs, and out of which we could realize 591 point something, 6-7 lakhs is still to be realized, and against that the total expenditure was around 6.10. So we have a small shortage of around 12 lakhs there, and we have some other elements which we have to consider now, that is lobby renovation for all 5 towers, executive tower and senior citizen, Then we have replacement of air conditioners in this club because the gym ACs are not working, they are working at 30% efficiency. We have taken a survey by experts, they say that these are very old ACs, so they need replacement. Then we also propose CCTV camera in the lift. And then some additional firefighting equipment we have to consider. And also there was suggestions for upgradation of the garden. So upgradation of the garden and the other ambience also we have considered. So we are considering a total expenditure of around 90.86 lakhs, including, this is including GST. So for this we appeal and we propose one time 6 rupees per square feet in this period of 24-25 as per the convenience, so that these expenditures can be made out and it can be finished as early as possible. So now open for debate. Tower 2 we have already considered. We have already completed in the last, so it will not be considered again. Approximately 5 lakh rupees.
Why did they pay that 6 rupees earlier?
Who?
2 people.
No, this is totality, ma'am. Actually, there was some saving earlier.
You made their tower with the savings. Now you want us to pay.
No, there is a shortage of around 12 lakhs. I said that because of
They should also pay the pay 6 rupees.
Ratnadi, they will also pay because there was a shortage of around 12 lakh rupees in totality. They will also pay. They are not excluded. And when we took up this building repair, this lobby renovation was not in the plan. Actually, this was taken up as Subrata Kunduji suggested that we can, take up this issue because the lobbies are very old, it looks shabby, so it should be considered, and we decided to. So again, an extra burden of 6 rupees per square feet will be on the residents. So, yeah, ma'am, please.
Just wanted to add, can there be any additional fans in the lift?
Lift fan, I think Ranjanda will answer because fans are inbuilt.
But there's no air.
Lift fan, lift gulote.
No, see, this is a design of Mitsubishi. If you see in Otis fan lift, there is a fan on top of head. But in Mitsubishi design, there is a fan, but that is above the ceiling, and it is if you are at the corner, sometimes you will feel a cold air coming. But this is inbuilt of Mitsubishi. We have to, this I have discussed even very recently when the summer set in. I specifically asked the Mitsubishi to check the fans in each, and we have total 22 fans, each and every fan, and they said all fans are working. I also feel the same suffocation, but I really don't know. Maybe now that this question is raised, we can ask whether they can put a bigger fan which can throw more air. But the Otis type of design, when we have a fan on top and air is blown directly on us, that is not possible in this design. It's simply they said no. Because see, Mitsubishi design, it was not meant for such warm country like India. It's much temperate condition where the fan was not that much required. Like you have seen, European cars, AC is not that effective. The same thing, all we can do, we can ask Mitsubishi whether they can change the fan with a bigger, more capacity fan.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, Manojji. I have a question. Under pest control,
under pest control system, what you have hired people, have you got your basement and ground floor evaluated for termite problem?
Basement
Have you
basement
got it evaluated?
and lobby.
Ground, it comes from the
Termite,
basement actually.
Termite issues.
It should
Shall I
be
ask
done rather, yeah.
facility manager?
Ranjan can answer.
I can answer. See, because we are looking into, see, wherever there we have noticed the termite, we have taken action. In the basement, some cases, even this year only, I think, some few months back, we had noticed the termite and we asked the pest control to give a treatment for that.
Thank you. Any other
Similarly, to continue,
suggestion,
if
views?
you notice that there is termite anywhere, you can also raise that point to facility office. Facility office will take care. It's not that one time. Anytime, anywhere, a termite issue in the basement, please report to facility office, action will be taken.
And what about basement, the water flow during rains and
Shall
other
I
things?
again go in that? See, there were so many issues where our basement was getting flooded.
Right.
One was there are number of pits. Our sewage, it goes to a pit, from one pit to another till it goes to wastewater treatment. What we found, some of the pits were damaged. As many as 18 pits were to be rebuilt. And that is what Manojji said, one of the reason of extra cost. Then there were issues like, you know, in the concrete itself there are honeycombs. We had to gunite it. But it was also a time consuming. What happened? You see there is a leakage here, water is coming, you gunite here, 2 feet down the one side, left or right, it starts leaking. So again, you start gunniting that. So we have done more than 400 injections. And how effective is that we'll see. Second, this basement floor and the structure, main building structure, there is a gap. It has to be a gap. It cannot be an integral part. And we found the gaps, leakage through the gap. Particularly, you have seen Tower 4 and Tower 3.
Yes.
If anybody have noticed, we have dug up. But then how do you dug up? Do it. Because we found the leakage there and we took action. So we hope it will not happen. So what happened, we have gunnited as many as 400 cases. We have tried to stop leakage, and we have put extra pump, one 5 HP pump. All the pumps in the basement are in running condition, and before rainy season, we check the pits are cleaned, there is no sludge which sometimes chokes the pump. And also, we have a stormwater drain pump. When we took over, there was only one pump. So we have put 3 pumps to pump it out. But still there are occasions when there is heavy shower, we have seen the NKDA road gets flooded and the flood water comes and it enters through the ramp. I and Manojji, number of occasions have stood there and we are seeing helplessly because water is entering. We had thought of increasing ramp height, but then there can be other consequences for driving in and out. So we have not implemented it. So we are hopeful that unless in that of severe case, when the roads are all flooded and water is backing and entering through the ramp, it should not happen, hopefully. Let's see this one. And we are finding out the sources. As and when we find the source, we rectify it.
I also have one question. How many of your BOM members have gone and visited the basement? I just want to ask.
Sir, I have walked through with my gumboot.
No, not during the rains. Otherwise, please have a look. You have cement slabs where the water goes. Lot of places the cement slabs are missing, and when you take the car there, the car can get stuck, the tire.
Couldn't follow.
Has anyone, no one has gone to the basement. Ask any BO member. I mean, that is a very small thing, only the slabs are broken. What happens when you turn the car and if you go over the slab, your tire can get stuck. And that is a ready-made structure which is available and you must be having in stock.
So is it the slab or is it the cover of the sewerage?
Cover where the
cover
water
of
goes,
yeah.
you understand? There are a lot of places. See, I told you, no one has gone.
No, that particular point also I can tell you. See, the slab sits on two ridges of the drain. And
right.
in some of these cases, they have worn out. To repair that is a headache.
No, but
Frankly,
you get a ready-made slab, you can just replace it. If you keep-
see, I know what you are talking. I have the same problem when I take my car out. It gets stuck. But it's not that easy. Maybe we can discuss separately. I don't think everybody will be
But we,
interested.
let's register this as a point.
Civil
Yeah.
maintenance challenge. I mean, we have not found a solution. One solution is, and again, we also try to squeeze. Like even in my case, the solution came something like 30,000. I said it was madness if people come to know I was president that time, and for president's car, smooth movement of president's car, 30,000 rupees or something more than 30,000 is spent, that will be not accepted. So we went for a very low cost option, 2,000-3,000 rupees. So these also problems can be solved, but sometimes we try not to spend that much money. So, but again, as I said that we don't want to discuss in details. If there is an issue, it can be discussed separately.
No, there is no issue. My thing is, this is basic maintenance. So you must have a SOP in place because इतना आपको 6 साल हो गया. But anyway.
Thank you. I think we will make a note of it and will personally see that this is addressed properly.
Any,
More lighting? Okay. One more suggestion, more lighting is required. Huh? Okay. No, somebody brought this up, so.
Manoj ji,
Hanji?
yeah, one question. Before we take a vote on this 6 rupees, can we also get a update? I know you would take up the legal matters after this, but reclaiming our money that we had provided to the Rosedale developers during buying the flats, what is the status of that? Because that would have a bearing on this 6 rupees as well.
But I think that money will be straight away transferred to corpus and will not be available. Only the interest earned on that will be, can be spent. So that will reduce CAM, I think it cannot be used for capital expenditure.
Okay.
So that is why we are proposing this. So I think we have discussion now. It's for vote 6 rupees.
I think there is a question from this group.
Yes. Bolun.
Hello. What about the gym? We are facing
Closer.
Yes, gym we have already, the gym AC replacement as well as equipments. We have considered around 20 lakh rupees for gym.
Gym and sports.
Gym and sports we have considered.
Any other suggestion, grievance, anything that?
On this particular, 6 rupees, no other.
Yeah, let's first take this request for 6 rupee collection and then we go to the grievance.
Yes, sir.
I need 2 clarifications. One, your lobby renovation proposal, does that include the restrooms also, lounge also? Is it okay?
Sir, Lounge have been painted, roof has been repaired, but it is not considered.
No, lounge has problem, like say the.
Lounge paint hoega
The
ji.
washrooms are not okay, number one. Number two, the.
Those are normal repair, we can, cover that in the normal repair. That doesn't require any capital expenditure. That is part of, the driver's toilet, lounge toilet, they are normal repair. That is inbuilt in the repair.
Sofa, air conditioner, these are not in the right condition. Sofa in the lounge.
In the lounge, sofa are not, so for that I think we can repair it. And repair, we have enough budget.
Air
42 lakhs we have considered in the repair.
Aircon also, air conditioner is not working.
Okay,
Right.
that also we'll see, I think.
And second is the basement. I have a lot of negative observation
See,
about
for
that.
the sofa repair, can I add something? Our sofas were damaged and we got the base repaired by spending 2,500 rupees. If you need a new sofa, it would be how much? Close to 1 lakh of rupees? So see, this is how we keep the
You
cost
can repair,
control.
you can
Now on the other, just a minute,
can
on
renovate
the
it.
other hand, if this gathering fails, we should all have new sofa and we should spend something, how much? There are
No
six
need,
lobby.
no need. Only change the upholstery and repair it.
So the upholstery was not damaged. We have cleaned. The damage was in the legs and the floor. And we have replaced the floor, we have changed the legs and cleaned up. Only in one case, the upholstery was cut, but we could not get the matching one because you cannot change one piece, you have to change all. We did some patchwork. I know
Anyway,
this thing because I was monitoring it personally, and I said option of between 1 lakh and 2,500, I opted for
No,
2,500.
That's wise to spend less, but you have to change the entire upholstery, not patch or portion of it. And the other major thing is basement. Basement tiles are loose.
Ubad khabad hai na.
And it is dusty also. Most of the times the basement is dusty. The vehicles are getting dusty. Every day you need to clean it. So you must make a concrete floor if possible.
Sir, our basement is having paver blocks.
No, see, I'll tell. See, we replaced the paver block last year. You know the main road, it was so much eroded. And
But we replace paver blocks and again wherever damage is there, we'll repair the paver blocks.
see,
Can't we make it a completely,
Concrete one, that I think that will be a separate project because it's a huge area where
yeah, that
we'll discuss the viability of that.
you can arrange front.
No, you are right, sir, if
But
we
it is
can
required. It is
change it into concrete, that will be better, but for that we require a separate budget, next budget.
see,
Because otherwise it will be too much loading.
Manojji, 1 minute. See, I think before that we should get a civil opinion, civil engineering opinion. Paver blocks are placed on loose sand, and I think that gives a bounce. Replacing the paver block with concrete, whether it is advisable, I cannot comment because, see, and it is an issue. Because
That's why Ranjana, I told that feasibility and viability will be studied because suggestion is, suggestion, good suggestion.
And till such time, please put more lights in the basement. More lights, it is absolutely not very visible.
पहले से तो सर काफी बेटर हुआ है.
पहले से कहाँ बेटर हुआ है?
नहीं
बेटर आपको पता नहीं, हमको तो बेटर
नहीं, हमको तो लगता है बेटर हुआ है पहले से. मे भी देखिए, हर आदमी वी ऑल्सो फेल, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि हम लोग हर चीज में सक्सेसफुल है. वी ऑल्सो फेल, बट आई फील. और इसके अलावा आप देखे होंगे कि अभी हम लोगों ने ना बेसमेंट में जो एक्सपेंशन जॉइंट ऑफ द बिल्डिंग एंड बेसमेंट, दे वर हैविंग गैप. सो वहाँ से वाटर सीपेज हो रहा था, तो अभी हमने ऊपर से पॉजिटिव साइड से वहाँ पे कुछ मेम्ब्रेन लगाया है. वो मेम्ब्रेन लगाने से टावर 3 एंड टावर 4 में नीचे बेसमेंट में अभी सीपेज नहीं है फ्रॉम दैट एरिया.
मेंटेनेंस बढ़ा है, प्राइस अबाउट आई डोंट नो द परसेंटेज में भी 10% बढ़ा है, 5% बढ़ाया होगा. तो लाइट कुछ दीजिए बेसमेंट में, ज़्यादा लाइट चाहिए और एक्स्ट्रा कैमरा हो सकता है तो लगा दीजिए.
कैमरा देखिए, लिफ्ट में कैमरा तो ऑलरेडी है. पंकज देख लीजिए, 1-2 अगर कैमरा और बेसमेंट में किया जा सकता है तो.
All right. Thank
All
you,
right.
Mike.
So
एक और question था मनोज जी.
एक रत्न दी का एक और सवाल है.
Can I be part of the design team of the lobby? I am not a board member, I am not anything.
I think the on-road conflict.
No, the Tower 3 lobby, when you,
That's what we are telling.
But she can participate in the meeting.
I don't like the designing of the Tower 2 lobby.
It will not be like tower, the same design.
Ma'am,
I don't like it either. That
Ratnadi, when we'll have next meeting, we'll definitely invite you in that. ठीक है, when we finalize the design in, I think next week's time, we'll share with you any suggestion will be taken into account, it will be incorporated.
Okay. So there is one query from here, query or suggestion, and then we will come to you. Yeah.
हाँ जी sir.
In Tower 6 ground floor, we are facing the problem of garbage being thrown from the upper floor balconies.
Sir, I daily see your messages. I feel sorry for that, but you know, again we'll make a request. We'll circulate something to all the residents staying above not to throw any garbage, anything, and we'll monitor that. That much I can say. I see your messages every day. That
And we put garbage bins outside every floor so that they can throw it in that garbage bin.
No, we have garbage boxes, but some people, I don't know why they are throwing. So we'll monitor, we'll circulate.
In ground floor, we don't have garbage.
Same problem Mr. Bishwajit, he also had, because he has a flat in second floor flat, na? Second floor flat, there also this garbage throwing is a big problem.
And now the renter is staying, he's a pilot, husband and wife, two guys are staying. And every 1 day, 2 days, they are complaining that somebody is throwing shits over there.
So this is, again, people staying in a society like Rosedale should have minimum civic sense, not to send, they should educate their mates, their children, not to throw anything.
Sir, we need, sir, any permanent solution. Either I can put the tin shed again or leave like that. Same, वैसे ही छोड़ दूँ?
नहीं, टीन शेड जो है ना, उसमें ये आता है कि फिर उसके ऊपर वाला होगा तो कम से कम 3-4 टीन शेड लगाना पड़ेगा 2 floors above you, so that आपके ऊपर वाले को ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं
अगर आप बोलोगे 4-5 माला तक फ्लोर तक मैं लगा देगा, अगर आप बोलोगे
पूछना सर, इसको अपने एक दिन आप और हम लोग बैठ करके डिवाइस करते हैं कि हाउ.
सर, अगर ये रेंटर अगर वो छोड़ के चला जाए तो मेरा फाइनेंशियल लॉस होगा, तो मैं 5 तला 10 तला तक बोलोगे तो मैं लगवा देगा.
नहीं, सही बात है. इवन
नहीं, ये दिक्कत हो रहा है बिकॉज एवरी टाइम.
लेकिन आपका और इनका प्रॉब्लम डिफरेंट है. ये
तो मैं टैकल ये सेम मिला नहीं रहा हूँ. मैं जस्ट ये बोल रहा हूँ ना सर, 5 तला 10 तला 7 तला जो
सर, इसका जरूर से इसका परमानेंट सोल्यूशन करेंगे. दिस मच आई कैन अश्योर.
प्लीज.
ठीक है. और इनका जो प्रॉब्लम है, इनका प्रॉब्लम इज
एटलीस्ट
यस मैम,
डाल दीजिए हर फ्लोर में, बिकॉज क्लीनर जो है हर
नहीं, हर फ्लोर में बिन्स हैं.
नहीं, कोई नहीं है, हमारा में नहीं है. आई हैव नॉट सीन
बाल्टी बकेट टाइप है ना.
इट इज वी आर गिविंग इट.
हाँ,
वी हैव द इंटेंशन, वी आर
एक हरा और एक पीला दिया तो गया था.
नहीं, I'll tell you, you joined new, but there were 2 sets of bucket given to each household. One for dry, one for wet. People have not been using it on one floor. Let's say there are 4 flats. Each flat has 2. They have 2 buckets. I see hardly people using it, still placing the garbage in front of their house. Forget about anything else. So this is the basic civic sense that we need to impart, and that is what Manoj ji said. We continue to appeal. Let's see how effective we can
close
be.
बीन्स डेली बेसिस पे रखा रहेगा ना, तो एटलीस्ट वहाँ पे फैले, बिकॉज जो क्लीनर्स है डिलीजेंटली क्लीन करते हैं, बट वो क्लीन करके चले जा रहे हैं, उसके बाद भी फेंक रहे हो. अब दिस इज नॉट डन. तो अदरवाइज वी कैन पैक इट एंड कीप इट टू एवरीबॉडीज फ्लोर आल्सो. Right.
This is the.
Give it back to them. That is something we can do.
I understand. This is something wherein we cannot.
And even not a circular goes to each floor, get it signed. Or why we can't go for the petition? Why we are not saying that you should not be throwing it out? It's our own society.
ठीक है मैम, इसको
agree, yeah.
जरूर से will देखा जाएगा, जरूर से. Thank you for concern raised by you. So 6%.
So shall we consider the 6% approved? 6 rupees. So let's raise.
Please
the
raise hands
Yeah.
for 6 rupees.
6 rupees to be collected separately as developmental fund. All the owners, please. For development fund, like we collected extra over and above CAM. We collected 35 rupees.
Sir,
per
6 rupiya.
Last year, last 3 years.
6
This time
rupees.
We are asking for 6 rupees.
6
Some-
rupees
some
per
will
square
work.
feet for lobby, for Zin repair, air conditioners, extra gym equipments, and additional fire safety equipments, and CCTV camera in the lift. Yes. ठीक है, we'll cover that.
So we are, shall we take account for this one?
And any
हो गया?
unanimous, any negative?
All right.
Sir को mic दीजिए.
Sir, first of all, I appreciate the efforts put in by you people day in and day out. And that's really commendable. You see the results, and you see a society working smoothly is a great show, because a lot of people are working behind the scene. If we are able to sleep in the night peacefully, so that's what the association and all these people have been doing. Wonderful work. I am interested in very simple things, because it's the comfort level which matters. Your lobbies and all those things, I don't know how much they add on to the life experience. The life experiences, when you enter the lift, you find it wet in the evening, you find some blood stains here and there. I don't know why this cannot be done, minor things are you. Similarly, the birds creating, problem in the morning as well as in the evening. I think when you come out of the lift or you go into the lift, that's the first thing which you feel as an experience in any society. And the second thing is your bathrooms on the ground floor are so bad, you see. The smell, the stench which is there, if you pass by the back gate you for coming out, it kills you. I don't know. These are the small things which 6 rupees or you charge me 7 rupees or 10 rupees, that's a different matter altogether. But the point is these mundane level of experiences which add on to your sense, the moment you enter into any housing society, is the core of the thing which you should address. I don't want to see fancy things around, I want to see working things around. You see, it's the functionality of anything which matters to you when you buy or when you take any decisions. So it's very important that things which are there are well maintained. There is no smell from the drainage system which you have got in the morning. Tower 4 is a hellish kind of thing. If you get up in the morning, morning walk, in the morning, it's like hell in the winters in particular. So I think these are the key issues which should be addressed by you. Other things, the CCTV camera, maybe some people want to be monitored every moment. I have no problem with that. And at every floor and every, breath they take, they want to be monitored. We are already a heavily monitored society. I have no issue with that. But the things which are basic to you as far as the societal experience is concerned, they should be well maintained. That's my only request to the society. And that gives you a feeling of being in a society which is a healthy society, and that's the most important thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, the thoughts shared by you are really, for the upliftment of the living of the people.
I really appreciate, sir. There is a design defect in Tower 4 because, the sewage treatment plant is located there. So that is creating the bad smell, as you mentioned. And yes, so that I think we have to devise something so that that can be arrested. And NKDA sewage treatment is also next to, just outside the boundary. Yes, because drainage is coming there, so we have to, I think, do something. Yeah, yes, I also pass through that, and I also feel bad about that. So definitely, sir, this is a concern well taken, and we'll try to find a solution as early as possible.
Okay, are we back to taking a vote on 6 rupees?
So it has been approved.
Is it approved?
Yes.
Approved, or do we want to do a show of hands? Huh?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so this is there any objections or is it unanimous? Sorry, I missed that. Huh?
There is his caveat that you take the money but spend it well.
Of course. Of course. So any opposing votes? Otherwise, we'll pass the motion and move on. Any opposing votes? Going once, going twice, gone. So the resolution is passed. Thank you all. 6 rupees we'll collect on this renovation fund during the course of this year. Yeah. It'll be a one-time collection. Do we know when? Huh? One-time collection when? I mean, soon? Okay, so it'll be a one-time collection.
It's just a simple query here. Switch on the knob. The 6 rupees that's being collected, this is apprehension for the whole year, is it? Or anything will be getting added?
No, whole year. Closer, yes.
One is that, and two, along with that, this is a capital expenditure. Is it?
Capital expenditure, sir.
This gets added to the asset.
Yes.
Yes.
And 3 rupees something.
That is revenue, yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
And just so that everybody, I think all of us have been through the 35 rupees renovation fund collection and we have gone through the experience. The same question keeps coming up. So this is 6 rupees plus GST. Okay. So the GST will come to you over course of time as we spend this money. When we are collecting the 6 rupees, we'll collect it. There is no GST on that. But as we spend the money, the prorated amount, the GST will be billed because that's what we have to pass it on and submit. Just want to make sure. That's how the 6 rupees is, right?
Yes, thank you. Anandji, next. So this has been approved. Okay. Thank you. Legal. इससे पहले हाँ So now we come to the legal status. So there are two basic, the legal issues in the Rosedale. One is the developer did not pay CAM. We filed a petition under Section 7 of IBC, insolvency and bankruptcy. And the application was admitted, CIRP process was started, and in the earlier round one, Assam Valley filed a resolution plan. And they also deposited, they also provided a bank guarantee of 60 lakhs. But midway, they actually withdrew the plan, their 60 lakhs were encashed. So now, and the NCLT ordered a fresh round of resolution plans, so it has already started, and 2 entities have submitted expression of interest for the resolution plan, And we have discussed with them, preliminary discussion with the, the prospective resolution applicant. So as per that, around 16 to 17 crore rupees, they both are near that. So we'll examine the resolution plan submitted by them, and last date is 2nd of July for submission of the approved plan to NCLT for their approval. So I think, and 16 crores component, if I explain you briefly, is 5 crore from one entity, Radiant Casting, which was transferred by RDPL to Radiant Casting, and the NCLT has ordered payment of that 5 crore rupees. Apart from that, there are assets, and from realization of the assets, the resolution applicant will pay the amount. So around 16 to 17 crores rupees will be, I think, in next 6 months' time, should be in the corpus of Rosedale Association. So this is one, and the second, basically the second dispute in the Rosedale is with respect to Rosedale Plaza. So Rosedale Plaza, actually there are 2-3 issues. One is electricity. Rosedale Plaza took electricity in the year 2019 for the month of July, August, September, October, November, December. He paid to July and August, but September onwards he did not pay. But recently we had a meeting, and Rosedale Plaza has agreed to pay that 17.40 lakhs to the association for utilization of electricity. As far as CAM is concerned, they are still not agreeing. They say that the CAM is not payable by them since they are not utilizing services. So we have dispute here, and already there is a case pending. So I think we'll wait for the outcome of the case, and if that is applicable, then also this CAM issue will also be settled. Third issue is, yes sir, you'll get an opportunity. Let me come. You agreed?
I have agreed. You are saying that that's a wrong statement.
You are not agreed?
I'll explain my point.
Okay, I think let's let him finish, then you speak.
Yes, you please speak. You will get an opportunity. So, fortunately, Mr. Rajiv Singh, good friend of mine, is present in the meeting. So he agreed to pay, as per my the contention, he agreed to pay 17.40 lakhs, but not the CAM amount, because he said that he is not utilizing any services by the Rosedale Association, so he is not going to pay that. And for that there is a case pending, and as per the case, decision in the case, this CAM issue can be solved. Second dispute is, construction in common areas. We feel that Rosedale Plaza has made construction in the common area, and for that there was a writ filed in the Calcutta High Court. So initially the judge passed an adverse order. She said that there is no credible evidence of construction in common area because there are two plans. One is by HIDCO, one is by NKDA. So we agreed by that. We filed an appeal which is sub judice. So I think let us wait for the decision by the court. Whatever court decides, we'll abide by that. Now, please, Rajiv Singh ji, if you want to say something, you are most welcome.
Mic ले अरे ये mic ओ भाई mic टा ओखाने दाओ
Mic টা ওখানে দাও mic টা no please sit there, everybody is sitting there.
राजीव शाह सर आए हैं क्या? ओह सॉरी सर, नमस्कार सर. सर मैंने एक व्हाट्सएप किया है अबाउट दिस थिंग बिकॉज आई कांट गिव इट टू एवरीबडी. उतना प्रिंट लेके आया नहीं हूँ. कैन यू प्लीज फॉरवर्ड इट टू टेलीग्राम एंड बुलेटिन बिकॉज आई एम नॉट मेंबर देयर. देयर इज वन माई मैसेज एंड वन PDF डॉक्यूमेंट. सॉरी सर. सर वो नहीं, आई एम नॉट ए मेंबर सर. सो टेलीग्राम में प्लीज डाल दीजिए सो एवरीबडी कैन सी इन द मोबाइल व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग. It's not legal issue, Ranjanda. Don't worry.
Create
Acha, there is a question that maintenance expenditure from Plaza is pending and Plaza is not paying it. So, sorry? The case has been filed as a money shoot.
He actually raised 3 points: electricity bill, cab, and the construction in construction. All 3 points will cover. नहीं आप बोलना चाहिए. You say about all 3 points.
Cover 360 degree, don't worry. Acha, for recovery of electricity dues and for maintenance, Manoj ji has filed a money suit. So both the matter are sub judice. So whatever he said that CAM is sub judice was half correct. So for electricity recovery and CAM recovery, there is a money suit has been filed to entire matter is sub judice. However, we have discussed something what Manoj ji has said. The one very senior member in our society, I do not take his name for the confidentiality, I advised both of us to sit together in front of the government authority and try to find out a solution amicably, a practical solution which can end this dispute of commercial dispute of payments. So far this High Court thing is concerned, I'm not concerned, he is fighting, I am fighting, we'll fight it out there. So I am here to explain my case why CAM is not payable and why I am not paying. So first of all, in the very first AGM, if Joy remember,
Yes, I do.
It's a matter of 1.5 crore, Manoj ji. 5 सेकंड में पैसे खत्म कर सकते हैं. अच्छा.
मिनट बोलो.
5 मिनट, don't worry.
5 minutes.
हाँ, उससे
7 minutes because.
हाँ हाँ. अच्छा.
No,
तो Joy ने
part of agenda but we are taking up.
हाँ हाँ.
So.
तो AGM में फर्स्ट AGM में लगाया गया था 10 रुपया कैम देने का. 2 लाख रुपया पर मंथ का बिल वॉज बीइंग सेंट टू मी. दिसंबर 2020 तक बिल भेजा गया एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी उस समय एसोसिएशन के नाम से था नहीं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डेवलपर के नाम से था. ऑल दो एसोसिएशन इन इट्स माइंड वॉट एवर दे थॉट, दे स्टार्टेड सेंडिंग बिल टू मी. 2 महीने में मैंने पेमेंट किया था, बाद में बोला नहीं, यू डोंट हैव पावर एंड अथॉरिटी टू सेंड द बिल टू मी. तो इवन दैट वाज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. लेकिन बिल के साथ में, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के साथ में कैम बिल भी आना लग गया. तो आई कांट पार्ट पे, आई हैव टू मेक द फुल पेमेंट और हाफ पेमेंट. सो मैटर वेंट टू डिस्प्यूट. अच्छा, उस डिस्प्यूट के बाद 20 दिसंबर 2019 को एक चिट्ठी आया मेरे को फ्रॉम मनोज शर्मा जी, मार्क टू बॉम्ब, that if I don't pay the dues from 23rd December 2019, all my services will be withdrawn from the plaza without any further notice. So it is on record of the association, and the copy of this letter was marked to IC Newtown, the police station also. So in the record of the police authority, in the record of all the board members, plaza is not getting any service from 23rd of December 2019. But as a matter of fact, that there was no service in common to withdraw. There is another issue. But practically there was no service to withdraw. Technically, in the eyes of law enforcement agency, they have withdrawn all my services. In the eyes of all the board members, because this mail is marked CC2, all board members. So thereafter, no services admittedly by the association has been given to me. So this, any bill has to be underlying service or product attached to it. If any bill has no underlying service or product attached to it, it is not only immoral, but it is fake. Now there are services, some of the services, as a resident we can see, security is separate, housekeeping is separate, I am maintaining. So those, I will not go into details. But there is something technical which only association members know and I know. One of them is fire safety certificate. The fire safety certificate of association I have, and fire safety certificate of Plaza Mall I have. The fire safety certificate is just page 4 of the document which I have shared. It mentions all the building covered under fire safety certificate. All 6 towers, G plus 1 story club building, G plus 9 story executive tower, G plus 1 story senior citizens, and 4 gas bank. It does not have plaza building. So I am being billed for fire services in which my building is not covered. And plaza has its independent fire safety certificate for G plus 1 structure. All the commercial activities are covered, valid up to 2028. So this is gone. Plaza has independent water connection in the commercial category. Size is 32 mm bore, which is same as the residential area. Residential complex has a water connection from NKDA as a domestic category, and mine is non-domestic, commercial category. Same is the case with electricity. Plaza has a commercial electricity connection, as a commercial tariff. Association has electricity connection applicable to housing societies. So there is also clear-cut segregation of facilities. Okay. Manojji, I think I am within 5 minutes, few seconds more, okay. So that budget which has been shared, a slide has been shared, everybody has seen it. 6.48 crore is the monthly yearly expenditure. Out of that, major item are AMCs, and the biggest item under it is security expenses, 1.32 crore. Housekeeping expenses, 50 lakhs. Facility staff, 49 lakhs. Common area electricity, 70 lakhs. All these expenditure heads, which is divided into square feet of the flat, recovered from all flat owners, is covered under 3.10 rupees. Not a single penny of this is spent on plaza. So flat owners are paying for what they are enjoying. So whatever bill is being billed to plaza is not only immoral, but it is fake as per my submission. Manojji may have his own opinion. So as a society, I will request everybody to be reasonable, since everybody having a business. My business is seen here. Does not mean that I will share my part of my hard-earned profit and risk with everybody. You go in the basement, there are car parked, more than 1 crore value. If you go to profile of those people, they are very big businessmen. It does not mean that I will ask them to share their part of the personal earnings. So I feel the same way. Since I am doing business here, rightful business, legal business, spending my money, borrowed money from the bank, I am not obliged to share income from that in the name of so-come cam to everybody. So that is one thing. And last thing I will request Manojji, because Manojji is now president, very congratulations to him. Because the agenda was brought by the few of the members in the very first AGM for paying CAM. People just agreed. So bring a legal agenda, bring a morally correct agenda, onus lies on the more members. Likewise, if there is some misunderstanding has happened, which has created a lot of rift between, a lot of misunderstanding between plaza owner and them. So far High Court case is concerned, I don't mind, let them fight, we will fight, but it is sub judice. But commercial dispute, the wrong thing has been propagated that I am not paying CAM, because there is no CAM to pay. There is not a single penny is spent on me. How will I share with my hard-earned money? My entire business is bank financed. It's not my, I'm not a big business house person that who has spent money from parents and all. So that is, they should reconsider this thing. अच्छा, electricity वाला issue क्या था आपका? Electricity issue, what was that? हाँ, electricity bill, what happened? That electricity bill connection in the name of association came in the year 2020. The first bill of the association was August 2020. And the electricity due, allegedly due to me of 2019, December. तो दिसंबर में मुझे एसोसिएशन बिल भेज रहा था उस समय, जिस समय इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इनके नाम से था नहीं. तो मैटर इज कंटेस्टेड, तो इनको पावर लेने का मेरे से था नहीं, बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वाज इन द नेम ऑफ डेवलपर.
सर आप
ठीक है
सर, आपका 5 मिनट खत्म हो गया सर. हाँ,
Okay, okay. Take the mic.
can I'll reply, sir. हाँ.
See, if you don't want to listen, want to
I think we have listened. We have heard you properly.
मनोज जी एक सेकंड. राजीव जी, मनोज जी और सभी को मेरा एक ये थोड़ा इंग्लिश कमजोर है, तो मैं ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि क्योंकि ये सब मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग के कारण काफ़ी कुछ लीगल आउटस्पेंड हो जा रहा है, and which is a burden on all of us. We all agree to that.
See, just a minute. I have to interrupt here. The reason we stopped because a wrong Malaysia statements were paid. See, it happened July 2019. Association took over. Now this gentleman, he paid for July and August. Okay. And then he gave a letter saying he has some funds constraint, give some time to make payment. In that period, interim period, he surreptitiously got connection directly without informing association.
How can somebody get surreptitious from a government authority?
Point is, if association was not authorized to charge for electricity, why did he pay for first 2 months? And then why did he take time for asking us to wait for some time? See, these things are, so we in good faith, because a member has asked that give me some time to make payment, we gave. And then he gets a separate connection and says, no, I'll not pay because it is not in your name. The same person is living in Rosedale. For his flat, he never raised that question, that why I should pay. See, so this is the type of confusion he has tried to create, and will not allow this forum to spoil it.
Sir, I'll respond to. See, electricity, I'll respond briefly to Rajiv Singh's statement. Electricity, he used it. We are asking only for the used electricity, nothing else. Number one, and he agreed also. Today, I don't know whether he is changing that stand, because he is a master in changing stands. Please don't mind.
I'm not changing a stand.
No,
you say the half truth, I will clear it.
No. So I'll go one by one. I'll go one by one. As he said that he is not taking any CAM services, that, we have our point of contention also, okay, that CAM is applicable to Plaza also. So that contentions cannot be, decided by this forum. Here only if any reconciliatory, we can always discuss. If we want a resolution, reconciliation, we are always available. But the very contention that can be decided either by court of law or by people himself. Either he can say that, okay, I change my stand, I'll pay some CAM or not. That are reconciliation. For that, we never shy away. We are available. Personally, me and legal committees there, we can discuss these issues. Yes, sir. So this is, I think.
मैं एक छोटा सा
So Rajiv Singh ji, this is
मनोज जी,
मनोज सर मेरा राजीव जी आप ही के लिए बोल रहे हैं। राजीव जी, हमारा यही कहना है कि आप और एसोसिएशन मिलके जो भी तय कर रहे हो तय कर लो, बिकॉज वी आर ऑल्सो पेइंग लीगल फी।
आप लोग मैंडेट दे दीजिए इनको,
नहीं वो बात नहीं, बात
आई विल नेगोशिएट विद हिम।
आप रेजिडेंट हो यहाँ के, आप अपनी बात नहीं
Sir, it was provided by the developer to him post-paid service.
That's the point.
That's the point why developer provided, and association also continued. He was paying August, September, July and August he paid. September, it is on record. He said that please give me some time because of some financial. So time was given, and
I have a short solution. आप लोग मिलके आप लोग एक सेकंड
राजीव भाई,
I'm sorry, Rajiv.
I have a section. I have a short solution.
I think these are very legally contentious issues.
एक सेकंड, सब लोग आप लोग मिलके मनोज जी को ऑथराइज कर दीजिए to negotiate. Then we'll negotiate, no problem.
Please stop this drama.
मनोज जी, हमारा यही कहना है, आप लोग मिल करके जो भी सॉल्व हो सकता है कर दीजिए।
Listen to me.
लेकिन क्लोज हो जाए।
Sir, with due respect, this item I think is not on the agenda. And already this is not a forum to contest the legal matters only. If already the matter is being contested by the association and by the party, it's okay. Whatever will be the outcome is okay, acceptable if mutually agreed solution are not there. Otherwise, 3 rupee CAM is nothing. To put on the franchise, KFC and all big franchises are there, problem is solved. But that's my viewpoint. The viewpoint of the other may be different, but my point is, why to discuss a matter here on this platform? It is irrelevant.
You are right, sir.
So,
Absolutely right.
Please,
Absolutely right.
If you can agree on something which is concrete in due course of time, a special session could be called, and you can tell us what is the result of that. And if mutually things could be sorted out, it's always good for the community as well as to maintain good relations with everyone. That's my request.
That's fair idea, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Fair idea.
चलिए, तो matter sub judice we will not discuss it.
मनोज,
ये भी कोई सही बात है। नो, कोई नहीं कर पा।
So if I can say one thing, okay, for everybody's benefit. I think Rajiv very articulately talked about why none of this he believes he is entitled to speak or pay. And again, what we are just saying, let's not make this into a courtroom. This is already there. Sub judice discussion will happen. But if I can just extend that argument for every single resident who is staying there, okay? His argument is, I have my own security, why should I pay security for association? I can extend that argument for my flat. Why the hell should I pay for CCTV? Because I have put a CCTV camera on my door and I pay from my pocket. Why should I pay for the CCTV for the association? We can extend the same argument. The Vodafone and Airtel have put their towers on top of Rosedale property, on top of Rosedale's area, and we do not give them water line, we do not give them sewerage, we do not give them security service, but they are paying us money and they are for-profit business. They are making money out of Rosedale premises and they are paying it to the association so that it benefits every single resident of Rosedale and owner of Rosedale.
But George,
so
that
when
is
somebody, hold on, let me finish, then you speak. So when any person making business out of Rosedale comes back and says we have a heartburn of sharing my personal investment and my personal profit, why should I do it with the association? That's a matter, it's presented to sub judice, let the right authorities decide. This kind of public pleading in an inappropriate forum, I don't think we need to entertain. Everybody here understands the situation. Nobody is a kid here. This education and persuasion is completely inappropriate. Let it get decided. Clearly there are two sides of the story and let the right people decide rather than debating and wasting everybody's time here. Because this is malicious, this is just inappropriate use, right? Okay, thank you.
But Manoj,
can we please move on?
Manoj, I have one request. You are a very practical person.
Sir.
And I think amicably just sort it out. Whatever you can't, whatever is logical, take the money he is willing to pay. And otherwise, fight it out. Why he is paying the electricity? He said just now.
Sir, the electricity is being paid after 5 years without any interest, without any penalty, without any cost of capital that 614 people are bearing. Please understand. Let's not glorify something that somebody is making money out of. Can you withdraw your encroachment, please? Any case is withdrawn?
चलिए, I think, yes, sir. One Mr. Yeah, sir, बताइए. चलिए, बोलिए sir.
Can I suggest?
Sir, if राजीव जी बैठ जाइए.
I'm request.
कोई नहीं छुपा के बैठे. It is my gate में widely circulated है.
I sincerely request to the convener. If this need be, can this be brought as a special agenda?
Yes.
If need be.
Please, Mike. As suggested by Jagmohan sir, we can have a special kind of agenda and we can have a session for that. Well, this is not the. Yes, sir. Before, yes. ठीक बात है sir. Okay. So I think we have covered the agendas. Now, any other agenda, if somebody wants to mention that we are able. No agendas we have completed. All agendas have been covered. Only any other agenda if somebody has. Utsav committee will be decided, constituted. Otherwise. Yes. There was one suggestion that, the RGUC people go. Yep. एक तो slow, दादा एक तो slow बोलो. RGUC people actually, they go flat to collect subscription for puja and other festivities. And they are very much disturbed because a lot of time has to be spent. So they have requested 5,000 rupees per flat subscription directly paid to their account.
So any objection to that? Yes, if any objection, then we can say, but there were some, last time also we made it. But meantime, some people said that you cannot take donation or subscription because it's voluntary. If somebody wants to pay it, they will pay, otherwise they will not. So this thing I want to bring before this association to take it forward. हाँ जी कंपलसरी सर हम लोग यहाँ लीगल बात ही नहीं कर रहे हम तो बोल रहे हैं कि कोई दे तो करें नहीं करें हाँ हम लोग तो कैंप का पार्ट नहीं बना रहे विल माने RGUC विल मेक अ सेपरेट बिल सेपरेट इनवॉइस अगर किसी को देना है तो देगा अगर सबको देना है हाँ सो वी कैन हैव अ वोटिंग ऑन दिस और वी क्लोज दिस की दादा की बोलছেন কিছু বলছেন বলে দিন
When we are talking of 5,000, since we follow the rules strictly, it also attracts GST. Manoj ji, what you did not tell, whether this 5,000 plus GST or GST is included.
Whatever we decide.
Regarding this 5,000 collections, I am telling you one thing, we are not fighting legally, whether it is legal or illegal. It is request to every member of the community, they should pay, everybody should pay it. But suppose somebody does not pay, we are not going to file a suit against him. So, but it is request to all, this is our festival, we are spending for us. So it is a request and request to all, which all should pay. That is my request.
But
So this is not a, we are not forcing for that. It is not forceful collection, it is the requestful collection. We should request to everybody with the full honor. And this will be 5,000 plus GST because GST is legal requirement, nobody can avoid it. Whatever it is legally there, it will be done accordingly. It is not questions of that.
My suggestion is let us approve GST 5,000 plus GST. Strictly, it is not that we will take action if someone does not pay, but there should be a moral pressure. We have seen even people who have not paid have managed to lunch coupon and they have enjoyed the lunch. And then it becomes very difficult for RGUC members. They are standing, they know this gentleman has not paid subscription, but in the festive mood, how do you ask this guy, point out and say you get out? So they simply, you grin and smile. That's what. They simply smile and look at the person. See, this is part of Rosedale. I think we should put some moral pressure to people not to do such thing. Yes, but correct. That apart, I think something has to be left to the individual discretion.
Right.
No, Arjunji, that's part of Indian mentality. It's part of Indian mentality, not Rosedale.
The Indian mentality is अच्छा भी है.
So can we take this resolution of 5,000 rupees? Plus GST, any negative votes, and first negative, then we'll take positive. Negative, any negative vote first. No negative, then positive votes. So I think this is approved unanimously. So now I request any other agenda which wants to, bring before this. Yes, sir. Boliye.
सभी का थोड़ा एक कॉमन डिजायर है एक टेम्पल सोसाइटी में होने का तो आई लिव इट आई रिक्वेस्ट एंड प्रपोज टू Honorable President and Secretary to take this up.
So one of the members, Shanti Ram Mandal, has suggested that there should be a temple in the campus for the residents.
Manoj, waste of time, let's proceed further.
Hanji?
It's a waste of time for discussion, let's proceed further.
No, see,
Temple
just a
bhi ho
minute.
sakta hai, then tomorrow a church, then a mosque, so, you know, let's...
Ranjan, I think you will throw some light on this.
I'll tell you. See, not only here, when we move around, some people request that we should have a temple. But see, that is a wish list. If someone wants, he has to come with a concrete proposal. It's something like if we want to build something that should have the approval of NKDA. Without NKDA's authorization, nothing can be built. So we do not know whether NKDA will approve. Assuming NKDA will approve, what is the location? What is the expenses? Who will bear the expense? Because we cannot use the CAM money for building temple or maintaining a temple. CAM money is exclusively for maintenance of the society, not for running this one. So there should be a proposal, but no, I know people have said, "Hum log donation chanda de denge," but there is nothing concrete. So my suggestion will be, if the people who are interested in having a temple, see, it's an individual choice. We don't want to say yes or no. Then there should be a concrete proposal that yes, we want to build, this will be the expense, how these expenses will be met, how the daily running expenses will be met, and there will be other tricky issues. What are the idols you will put? Someone will say Ram Lala, someone will say Kali. So that also has to be decided. Maybe you will have multiple. That also is possible. You may have multiple, 5, 6 idols, but that has to come clearly. Also, there has to be certain norms. You cannot use the microphone. If and in the name of puja, you run the microphone, the next door, our neighbors will be disturbed. So I think a proper way to handle this will be a proper proposal that this is first and that has a NKDA approval. Without NKDA approval, even if everybody wants a temple, it's no-go. Let us understand, we will not do anything which is not legally tenable. So, and then the funding, how it will be run, and then who will run the society, because it cannot be again an independent one. It has to be under BOM, that its operation has to be controlled by BOM. Just like RGUC, we may have a Mandir committee who will be nominated every year. By just like RGUC members are selected, maybe similar process, but those things have to come forward. And most important, it has to be by voting, e-voting. Any major decision, we have always gone for e-voting. We have not solved sitting here, because we know, though this is a good number of people, but these are not all. There has to be many more. So we may raise a voting, provided a proposal is come, and
so
someone said no or something? No. Yeah, let me complete this one and then you will have a chance.
We are
So
already
my suggestion
1:30.
is someone should give this proposal and authorize BOM to conduct a e-voting. E-voting can be done in MyGate, and in MyGate there are two options. One is secret vote, another is open vote. In open vote, you will not, right, Joy? Where is Joy? Joy will confirm that. See, in open vote, you will know who has voted for or
Better
against.
secret vote.
Huh?
Secret vote is better.
So at a later stage there will be no complication. Nahi vote dusra ho gaya. But the secret vote, you will not know who has voted for what. That option can also be decided.
Firstly, I would like to say, when we chose Rosedale as our home, the basic amenities what we got, okay, whatever the thing we have, our first and foremost criteria should be maintaining that perfectly, rather than proposing something new, okay. The new comes when these things are sorted out and they are running peacefully and nicely, okay. Anything new you propose, it will take land, it will take money, lot of complications will come, definitely. So firstly, we have to take care of our seepage and other issues, and then these things should be proposed. Anything new. See,
You're very right.
Today you are saying temple, tomorrow someone will say something else. All the time 600 families are not there to vote, and we don't have time always to be indulged in these things, right? And set of people will come and, okay, this
No.
is ready, this is ready.
Right, as you know.
Okay. So by voting, you can't decide everything. That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah, well taken, your contention is well taken. But here, I just, what Ranjana was telling, that, you know, any wish list, any proposal may come before the board.
It will come.
So, there is a proposal to build a temple. So, now as Ranjana has mentioned that there should be a concrete proposal, number one. Then requirement of land, say how much it may be a small temple, it may be a big temple. So let me complete. So number one. Number two is the expenditure, then the, you know, choice of idols. Lot of things are then daily maintenance, you know, the camp money, as Ranjana said, cannot be spent to, you know, maintain a temple. It has to be by either crowdfunding or by whatever. So let us take a proposal, no harm, we'll take a proposal, we'll evaluate it, and again we'll come by vote or by say next.
Just 1 minute.
What if
And there may be other, you know, some people are mentioning pet park, so there is no denial. We can also discuss that, why not?
what if next day a set of people,
Yeah, some people can say church, some people can say, yeah.
No, I say for me a picnic spot is essential. So let's make some pit for barbecue or something. How will you make it sure which is important?
That is a very simple way.
Yeah.
See, we live in a democracy.
Definitely,
And democracy is rule of majority. If majority wants a masjid to be built, why not?
Okay.
See,
If
that
you
is,
think-
we should take this approach. We
should evaluate the proposal properly.
So, I mean,
then make
even
it
pet
sure-
park, why not?
Make
If
it sure
majority
that
says there
voting
should
should
be a
be
pet park,
sufficient.
then let there be a pet park. Who is
Yeah,
saying
we
no?
can say out of 600, there should be a good number of minimum voting. Yes, sir.
Sir, you are complicating the issue again. You say it's a very simple thing. Any new suggestions are going to be there in the society.
Yes, sir.
Somebody is wanting cricket stadium, somebody is wanting something else. There are always going to be suggestions. I think it's time for the society to lay down clear-cut rules how a particular request will be processed, as Mr. Basu has elaborated on the same. My thing is, if the certain amount of residents, because you are bringing some fundamental change.
Exactly.
When you want to bring in fundamental change, then at least you should have some percentage of residents, say 20%, 30% of the resident supporting that thing, that we want such a things to happen. And thereafter they should put up a concrete proposal, and it should be passed by a particular mandate, like 2/3 majority on this thing voting.
Yes.
Something like that. Otherwise everybody wants something or other. So lay down the clear principle, as Mr. Basu has said, you can't stop the demands. Yes, there are going to be demands on the society, and we live in a democratic setup. It's very simple. Set up a procedure by which such request may be processed. If there is a certain percentage of people supporting and they have a concrete plan, why not? But you see, 3, 4, 5 people here, we want a stadium, we want a tennis court here, we want a additional this thing. That's not how the society should
I agree. Taking a cue from Jagmohan Sahab has said very clearly, may we suggest that let a concrete, the people who are in favor of temple make a concrete proposal covering most of the, all points, not most, all the points, and authorize BOM to conduct a e-voting, online voting, and whatever majority decides.
ठीक है सर, दिस इज माने हाँ जी.
In the same way, we are also saying we are not restricting to temple. If there is a demand for pet park and if there is a proper proposal, that pet park proposal can also be, put on online voting.
Anything, why not?
Ranjanda, well taken. Your point is well taken. What I am trying to say that before even starting. Yeah, Ranjanda, thank you for sharing your views actually. Just I wanted to share one viewpoint that before even starting or initiating the process of any proposal, okay, we should also maybe initiate a proposal whether the large majority wants even any kind of permanent changes or any particular land to be secured for a particular purpose. Fundamentally what I am saying, open space also has a utility, okay? Means the space is this is like a silent tone in the music, okay? So we don't want all the lands to be occupied or some particular lands to be occupied for any particular purpose. It may be good, I may be in favor of that, I may not be in favor of that. But I think the basic structure, that should be the first proposal, whether the e-voting should be first there for the point, whether do we want to make any changes towards the permanency of any particular land.
That can also be one of the voting points.
Yes,
that should be fundamental and first.
Fundamental. That should be
That should be first point of, you are right, Rakesh, you are right. ठीक है, I think we have covered almost all the agenda. Only one thing left. Earlier I was signing because I had authority to sign any document, legal document as vice president. That has to be amended as president now. I'll be signing. So any opposition or anything approved? ठीक, okay. Thank you. हाँ, so हाँ एक कुछ रह गया तो बता. अच्छा ये बैक साइड क्या गेट? ये बोल रहे हैं कि बैक साइड का जो गेट है इट शुड बी all of you. So please join us for lunch. And I again thank you very much all the people who made it convenient for this lively meeting. And all the decisions were unanimous. So thank you all once again. Thank you.